there, this is Teacher Kath and welcome to my channel. Hello to you again. Now for this video, we are going to have the absolute value of a number. So what's an absolute value? Well, the absolute value of a number is the distance on the number line between the number and 0 without any regards to its direction. So when you say distance, when you travel from Dumaguete to Canlaon, that is 166 kilometers. Well, if you travel from Canlaon to Dumaguete, that's the same 166 kilometers. Well, regardless of where your originating place is, the distance will always be positive. It won't become negative just because you traveled from Canlaon to Dumaguete, or you traveled the other way around, Dumaguete to Canlaon. So basically, because distance is always positive. Okay? And to show you more about it, so I hope you can see that. It's just a little bit shiny on that side. But take note that a number line has arrows on both ends because it extends to the negative infinity to your left and to the positive infinity to the right. So that's a number line. And take note that it's divided equally using tick marks. So if you try to measure that one, they should be equidistant, which means they should be having the same distance from each other. Okay? So when you draw a number line, make sure to use a ruler and measure each tick mark so that they will have the same distance. Okay. So if you have a number on -4, the absolute value of that -4 is the distance of that point from -4 from 0. How far is that from 0? So we can just go by step. So you have 1 unit, 2 units, 3 units, 4 units away from 0. And when you say its distance is 4, that means it should be positive. So the absolute value of -4 is positive. Now, what if we work on something on the positive side? What if you start at point 3? The same. What is the absolute value of 3 is simply to find the distance of that point 3 from 0. So you travel from 0 to point 3, that's 1, 2, 3 units. Again, distances are always positive, so the absolute value of 3 is 3. Alright, so earlier I showed you that if you have the absolute value of -4 using the number line, -4 is 4 units away from 0. So the distance of -4 from 0 is 4. The other way of saying the absolute value of -4. And also, the absolute value of 3, or the distance of point 3 from 0 is also 3. Okay? So, if you have a negative number, the absolute value is positive. Even if you have a positive number, the absolute value is positive. Now, what if you have operations involved? So just like PEMDAS rule, you work with the operation inside the grouping symbol. So what if you have 2 plus 1? The absolute value of 2 plus 1 is equal to the absolute value of the answer, 2 plus 1, which is 3. And we know that the absolute value of 3 is 3. What if you have 7 minus 9? And with this, you have the absolute value of -2. And we know that the absolute value of -2, or the distance of -2 from 0, is 2. So you always end up with a positive answer if you're dealing with an absolute value. Well, if the whole operation is not inside the absolute value, there are instances that it will still be negative. Okay? Like for example, you have the absolute value of 1 minus 2 minus 5, for example. So first, you have to work with what's inside the grouping symbol, and that's 1 minus 2, which is actually negative 1. So 1 minus 2 is negative 1. You copy minus 5. We know that the absolute value of negative 1 will be positive because that is the distance of negative 1 from 0. So this will become 1. And we simply copy minus 5 because this is not inside the absolute value sign. And then we perform the operation. 1 minus 5. 1 minus 5 is equal to negative 4. This is a case when the answer is negative, especially if there are operations and values outside the absolute value symbol. Alright, well, I guess that's it for the absolute value of a number. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and share this video. And don't forget to please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.